It looks like I have to step up my series with the countries that the podcast is showing up in. We showed up in 20 countries now. By the way, I'm Shelly with the God's Goodness podcast, and we're doing a series on the countries that the podcast shows up in, like in the analytics. The next country that we're going to review is Sweden. I thought it would be fun to dive into that. Well, not dive too deep into that, because no one has time for that. It's not the latest country, but we're going to go with Sweden today. So Sweden, it's a Nordic country located on the Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe. It borders Norway to the west and north, Finland to the east, and is connected to Denmark in the southwest by a bridge tunnel across the Øresund. I know I didn't pronounce that right because the O has two little dots over it, so we're just going to skip past that. And more fun facts about it. Sweden is the largest Nordic country and the fifth largest country in Europe. The capital and largest city is Stockholm. Sweden has a population of 10.5 million and a low population density of 25.5 inhabitants per square kilometer. Nature in Sweden is dominated by forests and many lakes, including some of the largest in Europe. Many long rivers run from the Skandies range, primarily emptying into the northern tributaries of the Baltic Sea. It has an extensive coastline, and most of the population lives near a major body of water. We could go on and on, but we're not going to be here all day because no one has attention spans for that. We have a podcast, and the mission is to encourage as well as highlight God's goodness and modern day miracles. And I'm the host. Well, one of the hosts. My husband does it with me as well. His name is Josh. And we have a wide variety of people on. Our guests range from young to the older age, more experienced levels. When we do birthdays, we level up. We don't get older. We just level up. I don't know if you guys do that too, but that's what we do at my house. Anyway, the podcast is a wide range of people, and it just has messages of all kinds, and most are to encourage you, and you can share it with others too, whoever the Holy Spirit brings to your mind. In conclusion, if you need help finding the podcast, we are on Spotify, Pandora, Audible. You can ask Alexa to find us for you. We're in iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any place you find podcasts, wherever you want to find a podcast. You don't even need an app. You can just look it up on the web. So take a listen and enjoy.